Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded.
How you going? It's Phil from Aussie Garage. I'm here with Colin. Tell us about your ride, mate.
G'day mate, how are you? This is a HZ, it's 1979 Kingswood pedal van. It's been modified by Arthur Haywood in Tasmania. This was the very last of the panel vans that Arthur did of the new cars he was supplied with by Holden. So it's built 30 of the panel vans and built 66 of all of the Overlanders that Arthur made initially as new cars. A bit later on people bring in their own cars and he'd do a few for them, and then of course Molecraft started in WA, and a couple of other ones started using Arthur Haywood's way of doing things. But this is the original deal. I've had this one for around about 12 months. It was originally put together by Patrick Harris in Yeppoon in Queensland. I bought it sight unseen. A bit of an interesting story that I missed out on another van, and the guy got rather nasty about it, and when Patrick saw my predicament on Facebook, he contacted me and said, I don't want to sell my van, but if you want it, it's yours. So I very, very happily took it off his hands. Yep. Patrick actually had a few, because he had actually one of all of the cars that were built of every model. So he had the Ute, the one-tonner, the station wagon, the Statesman, and the panel van. So he actually sold me and broke up his collection to give me this van.
Oh, wow.
So huge appreciation to the fella. So this one here, it's been fully restored. It's not a showroom restoration, it's more a restoration that I like, where it means I use it daily. Yep. And I do use this van all the time. I love driving it. A little hungry on petrol, so it has 2 tanks pulled into it. It's running Dana diffs, which is an American diff found a lot in Jeeps and things like that. It's running the Teeth Turbo 400 gearbox. It's the 308 V8 in it. It's not the original V8 this car came out with. That was seized up in 1997. This motor came out of a Tirana. It's blueprinted, balanced, roller rockers. It was rebuilt in 1997 and it's probably done less than 30,000 k's since then. Yep. And I've probably knocked up about 10 of those since I bought it, because I just drive it everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to enjoy it, don't you?
I absolutely love this car. Yeah. I've got a VY pedal van as well. That was one of only 2 cars built. And they were both owned by Microsoft as their Halo 2 Xbox vans. Yep. I love the VY LS1 motor, great to drive. But there's just something about these old girls, as you know, you cannot beat it.
Absolutely.
The seats have been reupholstered and they are so comfortable. The looks you get when you're driving around, you see people and they take a second look because they realise it's 3 feet off the ground. Yep. It's just everything about it. I can throw stuff in the back. I haven't got a lot of plans to change it much anymore. I want to put on some side steps and rock sliders so I can go off-road a bit more. Okay. Make it a bit easier to get in and out of it. And I'm going to build some cupboards down the sides just simply for storage, so that I don't have things sliding around the back all the time. But apart from that, I'm just intending to enjoy this car as it is. It's
well, as you would, absolutely. Have you taken her out camping or anything with us?
Yes,
so far?
we've got a camping trip so far. We've actually went out and bought a camping trailer especially for it, so we can go away in it. We already had the caravan, but my wife's a bit dubious about putting the caravan behind it. I tell her it should be fine, as long as we're willing to pay about 50 litres per 100 k's while we're driving.
Absolutely.
So we bought a good old Aussie camper, solid camper for it. We're still doing a few more modifications on the camper to get it finished off or going away. Our favourite place to go in this one at the moment is down near Harvey at one of the dams down there. Okay. There's a couple of spots there where we go in and everybody's camping, and when you drive through in these fellas, there's 2 of us in our club that have got these. Of course, we've got Warren with his one.
Yep.
And when we drive in, everybody just stops dead in their tracks and sees these 2 going past. It's probably rare enough to see one without seeing 2 of them in the same place.
Absolutely, in a row, absolutely, for sure.
Absolutely.
So have you got any plans for any new future events that are coming up to where you're going to show it off?
Well, we're all holding our breath for Max this year. It should be absolutely perfect. I think anyone who wants to see panel vans of all shapes and sizes, you've got to get to Max for the state titles this year. Of course, April 3rd
Yep.
This year is going to be going on. I'm a big fan of all things panel van. I don't care what model it is, what make it is, if it's got rust, if it's got different coloured panels. To me, it's what panel vanning is. It's not all about show cars.
Absolutely.
We've got some guys in the club that have got some absolutely magnificent vans. Your van in particular just stuns me. I love it, everything about it.
Yep.
The fact that it's a different motor to
Thanks
what most
for
of the vans have got, yes please. We've got utes in the club as well, and utes are definitely welcome to come down to Max as well. And we've got some guys with some absolutely fantastic utes as well. I love the Bedfords. I love everything there. If I had the money in the space, I'd have one of everything, and I still wouldn't be satisfied.
Yeah, we would have to have a big acreage for that, I think.
We'd have to have bigger. I used to have 100 acres, and I'm sort of sorry I sold it now. I would have had to build a few more sheds maybe.
Yeah,
but as it is now, with the extra van that I've bought, I've had to go and build a new carport on the house to put and lock it and make it lockable and secure so I can put the car away. So there's a bit more cost when you have these things at all.
Yeah.
We had found that the V Series vans were not well represented in WA for quite a long time. Eastern states, they're well represented. But now we've actually got a few more guys joining the club with some very, very nice V Series vans, and even we've even got one member who's turning his ute into a panel van as well. It's already over at race paint getting done at the moment, so can't wait to see that for Max. That should be
going to be
Max.
amazing.
I think if you want to see anything to do with panel vans and utes, you've got to go to Max this year. Absolutely.
Oh, drama. Well, thanks for talking to us here at Aussie Garage, and we'll catch up with you around Cats.
My pleasure.
Thanks, mate.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life